Well, you've started people talking.
Those
They're
barbarians.
saying you are criticizing our leaders.
Yes. Ragtag
No,
armor
no,
and
I
body
trust
paint.
in the words that guide us. I only wish us to
Don't
succeed
dismiss them
in our
so
mission
quickly.
here.
Then I had better not hear of any more doubts. Follow your orders.
Stand a chance against it.
Trust in the legacy's truth.
Perhaps. They fight with abandon. Something in their eyes.
Hello and good morning. It's time again for Horizon, the Forbidden West. And
I'm sick of our struggle.
we're here with this new society. And we're looking for Thebes, which is not the place where Egyptians hang out, but rather a bunker in San Francisco. So, yeah, that's pretty much the plan here. From the conversations we've overheard here, this doesn't look like the happiest society. Quite the opposite. In fact, it looks a bit... Oh, these two people are occupying the same location. That's also cool, yes. Oh. Anyway. Mutation.
Did you think life would be so tough here?
You holding up?
Ancestor Primer. To be a diviner is to be both deeply blessed and solemnly responsible. As scholars on the infinite wisdom of the ancestors, the commoners look to us for guidance. We must not forsake our duty to counsel them, however trivial their concerns and predicaments may seem to be. Let this primer serve as a touchstone whether they are in need of inspiration. If one is beset by fatigue or hunger, tell them to look to the spark. Nikita Arand, the ancestor who gave rise to our great empire. Through her wisdom, we overcame stagnation to live in abundance. If one is beset by malady or hardship, tell them to look to the healer, Song Jiao, the ancestor who defied notions of illness and death. Through her wisdom, we strive to push past our physical restraints and live in vigor. If one is beset by anxiety or trepidation, tell them to look to the protector, Eric Visser, the ancestor who embodied strength in uncertain times. Through his wisdom, we dominated our enemies to build a better future. If one is beset by envy or bitterness, tell them to look to the patron, Peter Chimwambe, the ancestor who advocated for transcendence in humanity. Through his wisdom, we stifled dissension to form a society greater than the sum of its parts. And that stifled dissension part comes through pretty clearly in these conversations. It all sounds as if the secret police would arrest someone immediately. If one is beset by apathy or hopelessness, tell them to look to the renewer. So who could this renewer be? I'm kind of suspecting Elizabeth Sobek might be on that list.
That's a question for the diviners, not me.
Still, I mean, we crossed the Great Ocean for really good.
But anyway, this place looks interesting. So, I hope you had a good weekend by far. I hope if you're celebrating Easter that it's going well. And I hope you're...
Those barbarians.
Seriously.
Yes. Ragtag armor and body paint.
Don't dismiss them.
Oh, I think we finally broke up the clone twins. I was just... No, he's returning to standing inside his
They fight with
counterpart. Okay.
abandon. Something
Let's have a quick look. Weapon upgrades. Is there anything? Well, there's actually the lightning hunter bow. Well, let's upgrade that just because it does electricity. And we can only do one upgrade anyway. And I don't think we'll be upgrading that blue stuff much. If we can avoid it. Because we have so much purple stuff. And oh, I think we might be able to... No, the one we want to upgrade is the one back here. Right. Yeah. And we don't have the stuff to upgrade that one yet. It's interesting though, if you saw that, the icons, I wondered, like, they're not per armor, I think. But I think they're by... No, actually, it seems like they are. They did a different one for each armor. Interesting. I first thought they might be just the Tenakt ones different than the Utaru ones. Wait, what was that at the bottom there? Was that a pouch upgrade I forgot? Yes. Let's see what we can upgrade. Shredder satchel. Is that all? Well, we might as well take it. Alright, so I guess we've done what we can here, and now we have to
need new timber to repair the ships.
find the way to Thebes, apparently.
We need sentries to watch for...
It'll be interesting what will happen with this tribe. Like, there seems to be... Like, the king guy doesn't really seem... You know, if you compare it to Avad, who was of the Karja, who were, you know, enemies of everyone, pretty much. And, then we compare him to this guy, to the CEO. You kind of get the impression that he doesn't have in mind the best of his people. Hi Kim, morgen Oli. Guten Morgen. I wish I had Easter off like in parts of Europe, but Monday is a work day over here. Okay, then I guess it's good that you have me to keep you company as if it were a work day.
Hey, patrol went well, I take it.
Absolutely.
Chin up, soldier. We've got a long day ahead.
Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw.
I heard you single-handedly wiped out a squad of soldiers on the mainland.
And, yeah. You get to play with Scene Kit in the morning, so you really shouldn't complain. Ooh, yeah, that sounds fun. Enjoy that. I hope you get to use it for something fun, or, you know. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, but the Quen boss seems to be very self-absorbed. Hi, drone. And if you compare it to Avad, you could tell he was not only very interested in protecting and helping his people, but actually, making amends with the other tribes. So there's such a big difference between those two big kings, powerful kings here we've encountered so far. Okay. I wonder if there's a metal flower somewhere that we can get rid of all these branches. Doesn't look like it though. Okay, I guess. Crab salad. Well, lobster.
Stash this away for later.
I want to run around here and explore. This looks amazing. I have to say, it doesn't really... Oh! I was just about to say, this doesn't really look recognizably San Francisco to me. Just generic, like skyscrapers. But then I looked over there, and that looks suspiciously like Coit Tower. Like sitting on a hill there. And I mean, we did see here, yeah, here's the Transamerica Pyramid, so... I guess it's a bit... I guess with those 2 points, I could probably get a map and find out which way it is oriented. Okay. Some machine in that wall.
A barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
The machine will kill you!
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Whoops, I really wanted to hide. Okay, I guess let's scan you and tag you. Weak versus acid, which is of course the one thing we have the least of. We have a bunch of acid arrows. But the shredder seems to be doing pretty well. Oops, I avoided my own.
Still in this fight.
Ugh.
Take your blade to it!
Oh. Okay, out of ammo here. Whoops. And face tanking heavily. Whoa, okay. That didn't work. Okay. see me? Oh, they're actually taking down this building. Okay, that's interesting. Or at least parts. So there's a lot more destructible stuff these days.
Has eating at its armor.
Okay, let's see. You're damaged a lot more than before. That's good. Okay, so let's refill these arrows. Then maybe go for acid arrows. Let's just try hammering those weak spots. Okay, slowly might have to... Like, I know I would be 10 times over dead by now. Okay, and now let's see how this thing... Yes! And now we can heal again. Ah, good. Come on.
Hail Machine Hunter! Speak with us!
What was the golden thing we got out of that? Thunderjaw tail. Nice. Hail Machine Hunter. Hail, hail, rock and roll.
Hail Machine Hunter! Speak with us!
Yeah, give me a second. Oh, I'm actually already fully healed again. I mean, have my health pack full. Didn't expect that.
Come on over, you. A word. You killed that machine!
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
No.
Aloy! Over here!
Feeling better?
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CEO wants faster results. Aloy,
You have to be careful. He's...
There they are. The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below. Shall we?
Oh, you know what I suspect? He can probably do the...
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out.
He can probably do the same thing Aloy can. Log in as the other person.
Behold, the door to Thebes.
So I'm not sure Aloy will be able to get in there the way she usually does. Gene locked to Ted Farrow.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Farrow.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah, I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
Yeah, he seems angry. So, I guess that's what we're going to have to do.
That door is all that stands between me.
This water's warm.
And
Seems like a hot spring.
Can we hear some more of their conversations? Maybe learn something about them? But yeah, he's looking for
years
destiny.
of toil have led up to this moment. This door.
It will be worth it. I know it will, my lord.
Oh yeah, they will be unhappy finding out that their mommy and daddy gods were, of course, fighting.
Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom.
Oh, that's the warm water. There's lava down there. That's not good. But lucky there's the age-old game design trick. There's a light over where you should be going.
There. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside.
This swimming is so much more fun since we got our diving mask. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, it's this thing. So apparently it's a rebreather or something. Or a something that gets oxygen from the water, I don't know. Ding. Give me a ping, Mr. Cohen. I don't remember what his name was, but hunt for Red October, you know.
Okay, looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure.
Okay, now we use our force power to stop the fan. No, wait. Okay, this one keeps going forever. Yeah. And this one runs and stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we have a little over 10 seconds. Okay. Generous. Okay. And there on the left seems to be a path.
I'm gonna have to find a way to stop that turbine from spinning to get past it.
Ah, okay. That's spinning so hard that it blows us back. Okay. I was hoping the way on was on this side and back there was just some nice loot or something.
There's gotta be a way to stop that turbine around here somewhere.
Yeah. There's a nice hole in the wall. Okay, I don't think that was intended for us to swim into. But I hope we can, yeah, we can get out again.
Ooh.
What was that? Unknown Red Eye Watcher Site. In 150 meters. That doesn't sound too good. Let's just turn off some random machine. So we can swim through there, I guess. I don't think that door works, but I would regret if I hadn't tried it. But it's kind of nice. The other guy obviously is, you know, for the purposes of this game, more than a normal human, because at least he can access, if I remember his face right, then he can access everything the hacker guy could access. So, you know, he does have some of the same abilities as Aloy, but just a different user account, which, you know, he wasn't that important.
Okay, I'm inside, but how do I let the Quen in?
So, and he may have some surprising access because he was a hacker. So we might find some backdoors that he left for himself. Oh, okay, that's Pharaoh's gym, I guess. Oh, that's a voice log.
Here I am again.
hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world. Here I am.
Okay, Grigori. Her voice sounds surprisingly like,
It looks like an exercise room?
she sounds a bit like Alva. That could just be voice actor reuse. I'm still not quite sure, you know, if there's meat in there. Like, how could that even still be good? Shouldn't this be fossilized or decomposed by now? But, okay, you know, game mechanics. They need to give you some of this stuff somewhere. Anyway, and who is Grigori? So were there some other people in there with Ted Faro? And Faro, I don't know, never made it here or left, and so they started a cult in here? Or was it, you know, who is Grigori? That's the big question from that voice memo. And of course we might get into a bit of trouble if the system thinks we're Elizabeth trespassing in Ted's bunker. Okay, those are apparently ancient bathrooms. These as well. All right.
The living area. It's pretty big, too.
Ancient sculpture. I would like to know what these ancient sculptures are supposed to be. Like, is it really a sculpture? Or is that supposed to be a petrified pineapple or something?
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and, well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
Okay. So we're getting the answers that I was asking for. So a scientist, his daughter. I guess Kanya Sumpto is probably the scientist's daughter. And Grigori, I guess, was the guru. So who was Sumpto? Did we hear that name before? I don't really remember. And I guess he had his harem with him. Or is Ted supposed to be the scientist? I don't think Ted is the kind... He's not responsible enough to have children to have a daughter. And, you know, even if he did, I don't think he would have taken her here with him. I think he would have... I don't know. It just doesn't seem thoughtful enough for that. We don't even understand what happened to him. So the question is, keep Ted stable. Does that mean Ted was just mentally unhinged from the pressure, you know, of knowing that the world was ending all around him, and he would just live out his days in here? Or was he sick somehow? But I guess if Grigori is the guru, as I assume, then it might be that. Wasn't Grigori the name of Rasputin? Trying to remember what was Rasputin's name. There's some paper here in the water. Okay, that must be some robust paper. Because that should have just dissolved, shouldn't it? But yeah, this doesn't bode well for Ted Farrow's end. The question is, like, for whom was it more horrible? For Ted or for his companions down here? Okay, that's someone sleeping spot, I guess. There's an alarm clock and some tarp on the floor. And that could be a barrel of beer or something. A keg. And I guess those were playing cards? Okay. Is there anything back here? No, that's where we went through. Right, okay. The music is not very subtle. It's basically, how can we do horror music without using an existing recognizable theme? That could get us in trouble. Grigori Fasbach's journal. Did I tell Ted what he needed to hear, or only what he wanted to hear? Did I want to lead him to salvation, or was I simply seeking my own? I invited him to consider his being in a universe bereft of the trappings of techno-nihilism. But did he instead annihilate his own past along with the rest of the world? Oh God, what have I done? Oh, okay. So Grigori probably said something that Ted interpreted as, hey, I need to delete Apollo. Oh no. Okay, so that part is going to... That's actually good, like... learning what drove Ted to making this this huge decision that still has... that basically created this society. But it's interesting, so... there are 2 big bedrooms here so far. And someone slept on the floor over there. I mean, I wouldn't have recognized this as, like, bedding alone. But, like, the alarm clock next to it makes it seem like it was. Are those... I don't know what that is. This looks like a hard disk or something. So are these parts of a computer? Are these plans? Like blueprints or something? It's hard to tell. So was this just a straight surface to put the alarm clock on? Although, I mean, the floor was pretty straight, so I don't know if they needed that. Well, we'll see, I guess. Okay, we've gone into every room there. Left is where we need to go. So last room to examine is this one. Okay, and that has a bed as well. So scientist, his daughter, a guru... a harem. The question is, was Ted Faro counted in that list? Because they said, like, and in a billionaire's place. So the question is Ted Faro just the billionaire or the scientist?
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way.
Aloy knows exactly what to expect. I mean, she's seen Ted Faro's handiwork. So I think Grigori was still alive when Ted nuked Apollo.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in.
No, I don't want you to let them in. I want you to explore everything first. Okay, that's the way to the main door, so of course we're going the other way. Oh, okay. I completely missed this door, apparently. Wait, that was... We're now back at the entrance, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, that just leads back into the main room. That's disappointing. That I didn't realize that the first time I went on this circle.
Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker.
Yeah, that looks more like a ballroom or something. Or even a chapel. Are these... Oh, Thebes. So these are probably bits of an Egyptian temple?
There, the door. Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
No.
That looks like some kind of access control.
I want to explore without the silly... other guy. Okay, here's...
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Oh. We're gonna have a real whodunit now. So either she got in a fight with Grigori for some reason, or she saw what happened. Okay, and I guess...
Locked. But what about the main door?
Yeah, don't worry, Aloy. Let's first make sure we've explored everything here. Okay, that's the upstairs area where we came in, so I guess we're out of things to look at. Okay. So I guess we have to let him in. I don't wanna.
Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Pharaoh?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Okay.
Excellent. Shall we proceed?
Okay. If we had any doubt he wasn't a good guy,
Look
now
at this
we know.
place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent.
He's supposed to be
Somewhere
Pharaoh
in here,
after
Pharaoh
all.
left
Okay.
his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. And let it be done.
Okay, so we won't be going along with guards, I guess. But if we have to get out afterwards, we'll be a bit in trouble. Okay. This will be interesting.
All this preserved for the ages.
As destiny intended for me.
What I'm confused about is, so he's apparently, you know, he might just be a grandchild who looks like him. Like Ted Pharaoh. Because otherwise, why wouldn't the mountain open for him? You know, so he probably doesn't have the same DNA. You know, he's just got familial similarity. Now the door is open. Of course.
Like the emergency exit function unlocked this door too.
What a coincidence. Oh god, did he really build a statue of
Pharaoh's
himself?
visage, a monument to greatness.
Truly, my CO.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. Aloy says what everyone's thinking.
The Emperor will heap rewards upon you for this, my CO.
Great risks bring great bounties, Overseer.
There's an emperor? Who is the emperor? Especially, you know, if he says, hey, I'm Ted Pharaoh, then, and they think he's such a big deal. Basically say that he's done all the things that Elizabeth does, and Elizabeth was supposedly just his assistant. Then the question is, why would he not be the big guy? So I guess he's too young. He was born when there already was an emperor, and then the emperor said, oh, okay, look, here is
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent.
Or they have a button to clone a new one each time, and they... You know, that might be the other the other thing, that maybe they figured out basically the same thing that Aloy did.
Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy.
That area down there, by the way, looks suspiciously like it might be a boss fight arena later on. But I mean, you know, imagine maybe he is like Beta.
I've always wanted one of those.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
What? I wonder if it had a foot bath. I'm a bit surprised about all these guards they have with them. I kind of suspect that we'll be fighting our way back out. But yeah, imagine if the CO...
Quite a palace Pharaoh built for himself.
No less than he deserved.
Of course, Grand.
Yeah, they're slowly fanning out here. That's they're obviously lining them all up for fighting later, I think. But yeah, so if he's just, you know, the key, like a person they clone every couple generations when the previous one dies, so they can control the different parts, you know, of the computer systems or something.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be? Dad said there wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just gave out.
Find anything interesting?
I can't make sense of it yet.
Okay, that's foreshadowing, basically. Saying, okay, Ted Farrow wasn't just an asshole who doomed civilization, but maybe in a misguided... in a misguided sense of, you know, saving the world from our past mistakes. The future. But I think that he is also a person totally capable of killing, which so far we didn't know yet. So he's a lot more like this CEO guy than we thought, and on the other hand, it's much more obvious that the CEO guy is probably a lot more dangerous and violent and ruthless than we might have thought so far.
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Oh, there's a
Those
corruptor.
certainly look threatening.
Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
Those are not statues. And they're probably still functioning.
Statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then.
Okay.
Into battle!
Dang it.
Don't let it hit you!
Weak versus fire. Okay, that's something I can do. Okay, let's see.
The diviner!
We don't really... What? Come on.
The diviner is down.
Ugh. Come on.
I'm back! I can continue!
Not a bad hit!
You saw its weak spot!
You got that!
Okay, one is down. These are a lot easier than the ones we faced in the previous game. Or maybe Aloy is just supposed to be stronger. Okay. Okay, you stopped burning. That's good.
Well fought.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohai?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed.
Okay. So I guess if we're lucky we can get Ted Farrow Jr. killed. Not like intentionally, but he'll probably do something that'll cause his death. And yeah, then we'll likely only have to deal with Bohai, but who will probably be angry at us. Although I guess what he's hoping is that Farrow Jr., the CEO as they call him, I don't know, he might be hoping that he gets himself killed.
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that he's watching me. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
A fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Ah.
So, I guess, yeah, it's lucky that he has no focus. That's kind of interesting. Like, why would they have... Like, I guess they don't understand how focuses work. Can't talk to you? Okay. Alright. Almost forgot the loot here. But yeah, my guess is that Ted either has something where he can make, you know, like the focuses maybe electrocute someone and that way, you know, make their heart stand still or something like that. Something like that. And if it was just Grigori, I would have said, you know, maybe Grigori had an artificial heart or something, and Ted hacked that or something like that. Or maybe he just has a weapon. Oh, and of course it says his heart just stopped and there were no wounds and nothing. So of course what could also have been is that he has the pills. In the other bunkers they had pills, so when people said, I don't want to live out my life just waiting for the world to come to an end, they could commit suicide. And they had pills for that, so maybe that's something Ted used, you know, snuck them the pills somehow, and that's what killed them.
Yes, that looks like the way.
He really tries to look like he has a clue what's going on. He really tries to make that, give that appearance. But he really built that Egyptian pyramid here. Kind of interior style.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Okay, so yeah. So he probably built some sort of weapon into this bunker then. I don't know if it was just, you know, like gas canisters, or, you know, it could just be some sort of lethal gas in the bedrooms or in
Ever deeper we
other
go.
rooms. He's horrible. Like, wait, did he just... Oh no, okay, he just disappeared in the fog. I just thought he disappeared at the end of the stairs through a gap in the geometry or something.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
No, but she's busy looting everything here and walking on tables. I never thought Ted would actually do it. I assumed the whole thing was just to scare me, to keep me under control, to show that what he might do to Kenya if I stepped out of line or screwed up his treatments. It certainly kept me motivated. What does it say about me, about us? There's so few of us left, and we're still keeping secrets from each other. Such terrible secrets. Somto. Ted's treatments. Okay, so either Ted was ill, which, you know, or he wanted to be immortal, and that's why he got Somto in here. So maybe he found the same or similar immortality treatments as the Zeniths? How can I explain to him that you can't really prove an organism has achieved immortality in a day, a week, or even a year? The question literally embodies the idiom "only time will tell." I have no idea how long his body will survive. All I know is that it will last a lot longer than mine. Okay, so yeah, he wanted to become immortal. That was his goal. As far as the therapy goes, we've graduated from 2 steps forward, 1 step back, to 2 steps forward, 1 step sideways. With each treatment, his cells regenerate more effectively. At this point, I don't think they're aging at all. But mutations keep popping up, and each one has to be treated individually. So far, my strategy of pharmaceutical whack-a-mole seems to be working. But for how long and with what side effects? The irony is I've probably achieved more for the field in these last 2 years than the entire industry did in the last 20. But no one's around to appreciate it. Ted sure doesn't. These days he doesn't seem to appreciate anything. So now I'm wondering, will we meet Ted? And the question is, who is the CO? He speaks too weirdly to be Pharaoh, I guess. You know, I mean, there have been lots of stories where people went for immortality and kind of managed to get periodical reverse aging, but lost their memory on the go. So of course the CO could actually be Ted Pharaoh, but again then why wasn't he let in? That's of course the question. Yeah, that could be like one way this story goes. I don't think that's where it's going, because there's too much other stuff around in the story, like the door that doesn't match up. So I think maybe they want us to think that. I don't know. Or maybe it's the other way around, you know. Maybe they introduce him and they want us to think like we did so far. Oh, he is a clone of Ted's, and then it turns out he is Ted, but he just lost his memory. Or, of course, it could be that maybe Ted figured that that the treatments weren't working and he needed a new, fresh body. And maybe they found, you know, Ted's backup body storage and revived one clone. And he sits in that chair and then gets Ted Pharaoh's memories. Okay, that door seems locked.
Scan the device, if you will.
Let me first look at the other rooms. Oh, okay.
You did this for him?
Please, scan the device.
You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah.
Scan the device,
I'll share it with you
if
later.
you will.
Okay, so it was a surgical off switch, not a weapon. Interesting that the others didn't know that the doctor put that in there. Okay.
Please, scan the device.
Guess that's all we can do. Is there anything? Oh, no, there's another room. Good. Oh, that's just a bathroom, apparently.
Tell me what your focus reveals about the device.
If you are Ted, shouldn't you know? Patient seating connected to medical
Made a minor
apparatus.
adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted will do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await.
Okay, he doesn't actually try to sit in the chair. But it's interesting that the focus doesn't say he's Ted Pharaoh either. Like, I guess it just fills in data that we got later, so it's not... Oh, but he has a focus, okay. Huh? Do I... Don't think I see his focus. So I wonder, is her focus even older than his? Or can he see all the things we found? Or is he just not good at using the focus?
Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
I think that was... Oh, that was the doctor's, right? Yeah. Dr. Narong Somto. Should I be worried that there's health here? Kind of like, if you haven't filled up on health, get it before the next fight.
Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it.
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
Uh-oh. I guess it has a self-destruct. And we can blow up the Quen civilization here. Reactor status weak, 50,844 power, 61%, efficiency 54%, structural integrity 41%, that's not good. Base temperature 18,076 Fahrenheit. Core temperature 541 Fahrenheit. Condition nominal. Safeguard operational. Warning: structural integrity no. Low core vulnerable. Any disturbance might trigger safeguard protocol. Okay, so I guess, given we saw lava underwater, my guess is it's more a self-destruct in the sense of flood the base with lava.
Break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it. Hurry! Break it open! Open that door!
Yeah, they're probably gonna trigger something. Ah.
I gotta get closer.
How long does it take to bash through a door?
That looks pretty good.
She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
Recover Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. Okay. So all I'm hoping now is that he's the one to blow this thing up, and not Aloy. And kind of that Aloy doesn't get blamed, but rather that just his overseer goes and says, hey, I'm not
A console.
sad about him.
Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this triggered some code that Ted goes like, Elizabeth, what are you doing here? But you know, I kind of planned for that because I didn't like you. You know, that would be kind of...
There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtow's dead, along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Somtow said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Somtow said the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
Uh-oh. Ted Foro, I guess you could call him. Is now going to meet the mutated Ted Faro.
Pharaoh's legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down if...
Kill them too. No witnesses.
Of course.
I see her!
Whoops.
You alright? For the quest!
Ugh. Okay, you're on fire again, but I get... Okay, we got one. And... Ooh. Oh, it's melting down already. Oh, quick. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Let's refill.
What? You're just gonna hop?
You have their attention now! The ancestors show us!
We finished this! Help them out!
What are you doing?
Oh, good.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
I don't want to run, I want to loot stuff. Yeah, I guess we can't loot. Is there anything else here? Oh, these are getting bigger and bigger each time.
Keep moving, okay?
We have no choice!
Raise the alarm!
Let's try you're overgone! I'll stop you! I mean it! Have they injured you? There's so much smoke!
Yeah. Wait, is there cleanse potions? That should fix that.
I can barely breathe! The whole place is shaking! Run!
Right, open door. That's how it works. Okay.
More soldiers, up ahead!
Yeah, company!
You hit her! Punch her down! They need covering fire!
Okay.
Are you okay? These guys are done. Get moving. That was the last one.
Be sure to use ranged attacks. Yeah, in this context. Oh. I'm not sure. They're trying to really do drama, but I think the stuff is falling over too quickly.
Hurry, sire!
Come on!
Out of my way!
Yes. Yes, yes, please, yes! Okay. Now, where do we go from here? I guess go across here. And where do you continue now? I have no idea. Oh. Wasn't there a door here? Or is that where we came from? Oh.
Soldiers!
Firing! It's the Outlander! Aloy! Attack! Get back!
Well,
I'm not giving up.
let's go up here. Because that's where we came from, right? Ooh.
We do what we must.
What are you doing down there?
We're close now! Come on!
I don't like when NPCs are stuck and you don't know if that will... Ah, okay. She found the way.
Are you okay?
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No. No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. And there's still that tall neck nearby. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Discovered Pharaoh's fate. Whoops, sorry. Okay. But that was interesting. Kind of... You know, how it went wasn't really a surprise. Like, yeah, how would the details work out? But in general, it was what you would expect. I like... well, first, it was kind of... I guess they telegraphed it by having Bohai leave early. He had the same... He's basically the same character as the one at Barren Light, you know, the second in command there, who was also kind of, yeah, well, my boss insists we do things this way, so I guess I'm doing it this way. And when his boss got killed, he went and went, okay, now I can do things right, now that I'm in command. Don't forget to drink something occasionally, by the way. Even if you're not constantly talking like me. But yeah, anyway, so he kind of felt like he was the same character. Like the sensible older guy next to the brash and a little younger, or at least less thoughtful guy. And so when he left, it kind of that kind of meant that he wouldn't be the one surviving, and that Ted Pharaoh Jr. wouldn't be. And since Ted Farrow Jr. couldn't really do anything, he had no... Like, he couldn't open the door and nothing. It was kind of... You know, there was no reason to keep him except as an example.
I'd like to have her on my side in a fight.
And I mean, it gave us... You know, it gave the situation a danger. It gave it a threat. And so I'm glad that his reaction, Bohai's reaction though, was to say, hey, you know, I know he was an asshole and he destroyed our society. So he wasn't representative of the society on the other side of the ocean.
You ready for guard duty?
So that's a good sign, and that that we are at peace with them is nice. But of course, if you looked at this location, there were some... I think there were some people who had side quests for us and things like that, so these locations we encountered here looked, you know, like they had put some work into them, like they weren't just, you know, locations that you go to, deal with a story, and move on. They looked like locations that they knew you would return to. And so if we return to a location in the game, that in turn, of course, indicates that that in turn indicates that we will probably not be locked out of that location. I guess that's one of those problems where game mechanics can give away part of the plot. But also, the Horizon games, they're not really known for their plot twists. They have an interesting story, and there are some really human elements to that story just by its nature. But it just goes straight forward and gets told, and so, you know, we really only had those two choices for this story, at least unless Horizon 2 tries, you know, to do some new things they hadn't tried in Horizon 1 in that regard. Alright, let's see, inventory, weapons, mark to store, okay, we have, oh, that's a berserker, no, we need that one, I guess. Frost, we probably need. Acid warrior bow. What does this one do? That does acid and shock already. So that one we can store. Spike thrower, we have one. Tripcaster. Yeah, I think we can just... We do have a bolt blaster, right? Ice storm bolt blaster, which does shock, plasma, and ice. So if we have a bolt blaster that does shock and regular, that does regular and explosive. So maybe we should keep that one. We have a bow that does fire. Sharp bow. Perch water. Lightning. We don't have one that does fire, so we'll keep that one as well. And I guess the rest we could store. All right. Sobek's raiment, a Quen ceremonial raiment made to honor the ancestor Elizabeth Sobek, the so-called assistant to Ted Faro. It's interesting though, it's a really neat design, because it does have some similarities to some of the stuff Elizabeth wears in some of the cutscenes.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Okay, and let's see inventory. Outfits. Okay, where is the... this one, I guess? I think the Harvester is what we've been wearing so far. Yeah. Alright. Tanak the Marshal, Utaru Warden. Silent Strike. +1 smoke bomb capacity. Okay. All right. We're us again. Return to the base. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Are we far enough away that that now works? Seems that that's not yet unlocked. Huh. I guess it works for fast travel. I don't know why the color is not right. Resource pouch. Bass skin. Interesting. I should actually go through those. Let's do that quickly. It's a bit hard to tell. Okay, somewhere in that direction. It's weird that that doesn't show up on my map this time. What quest is that? Probably... upgrades J-Feather. Resource pouch. Ah. That's why it's called resource pouch. Okay, it's the upgrade for the pouch. Okay.
think someone's in trouble nearby.
Oh.
Your time's up.
Okay.
The machines are gone. You can come up.
What happened, Tsunore? I thought I was done. The living ancestor. Tsunore! The living ancestor is here!
Okay, got a little achievement. Why are you... I don't know who you're... Oh, that's your friend, I guess.
You idiot! I said we should go back to landfall!
What were you doing trapped under a bridge?
There were wide maws. They smashed our boat and then... We were so busy escaping them that we ran into these machines and I slipped and fell.
It's dangerous out here.
I know. But Tsunore wanted to go on. We hadn't found any relics in the places the diviners told us to search. He wanted promotion. He insisted we try here. He was right. We found a relic with some data on it, but then the Wide Maws found us. They smashed our boat. And I dropped the relic into the waters when we ran.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yes. I can't even mark his death by taking the relic back to landfall.
Where did you drop this relic?
Down there, to the southwest, in the plaza with the statue on the column.
Go back to landfall. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Those Quen risked everything for that relic. It doesn't sound like it's too far from here. Maybe I could find it for them.
Okay, that blue glow probably meant there's something behind me. Not too close behind me, though.
Statue, smashed boat, wide walls. This has to be the place that relic was dropped. Looks like I've got to fight.
Gavitana, thank you for the follow. How's it going?
That machine was built to kill hunters.
You don't see me. I'm not here. I'm blade of grass. A very red blade of grass. See? Nothing happening. Alright. Well, thank you for the follow. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to just lurk and stay quiet if that's what you want to do. But I hope you're having a good morning, and yeah. Let's see if we can grab the pouch upgrades. Materials here. Oh. Horsey. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Huh. Still a bit farther down. Oh. Apparently it's to there. Okay. That's not too good. Let's see. Doesn't really look like we can climb there. Huh. Yeah, how do we get into that building then? Seems like it's 10 meters down, but it's interesting. Oh, it just says generally the beach area. Okay. So I guess there are some crabs. Oh yeah. I see the crabs. Crab shell. Question is that is not iridescent. Where is iridescent crab? Small bow. Okay. I think they want us to pick a fight with that guy. Let's scan you first. We don't like fire, so I guess our closest to fire is the bottom right, the explosive spike thrower. Craft some more spikes. Whoops.
That tree's full of arrows.
Uh-oh. 2 of you, that's not good. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to hit. That was... Number 1 is down. You're a simpler one, I think. Okay, let's craft some more ammo. And then try continuing this. Okay. Quite sure what that was with the freezing. Whether that was did the other contain freeze stuff? Come on. Nope, okay. There's still some stuff for our pouch here and here. What's that? A goal.
Someone was using this tree for target practice. Maybe I can pick up their trail with my focus.
Okay. We found some side quest apparently. Instead of iridescent crabs. Ah, dang it. I don't shoot much better than you, apparently. Okay, there's someone else up there, of course. Oh, that's just our mount. Oh, good. Took me a moment to realize that the blue light was coming right from that circle. That indicates how healthy our mount is. What's that sound? I don't know. All right. Totem of Youth, a carved figure resembling a young boy armed with a small bow. Okay. Seems that's where we're going.
A stormbird. It's almost like it's watching over a dead city.
What? Where's the stormbird? Oh, up there, I guess.
Some kind of carved figure. Huh. Looks like a boy.
Of course, you've seen us before we figured out where you were. Okay, come on, scan. Okay, acid and plasma, that's good. Because, we have some plasma for you. on impact indeed.
My weapons are useless without ammo.
Okay, craft more ammo. And maybe heal a little bit. Jesus. You just saw it didn't really take that much damage. Ugh.
Okay, better.
Nope, nope, nope. I think I'm on the wrong type. Quick. Get me some more plants to heal with. Music is kind of Irish. Damn it, too late. Jump out of the way. This is a big bird. Come on. Where did you go? Ah, here you are. Oh. I think I can't afford doing this much longer.
Relief.
Okay, let's see if we can at least fill up on health again. There seems to be a lot around here at least. I think they knew they were getting us into a boss fight. Now I've forgotten where I came from. I think this direction. Or maybe not. Yes. Okay, I don't think we actually have to be here. Although there seems to be Question mark.
Easy, Aloy. I can find a voice recording here.
Just cut the Harrison too. The remaining ships are concentrating their fire on the lead horse, but there must be 6 more coming in behind it. And there are several ashore and moving inland further up the coast. Copy that. We'll keep eyes on it. But whatever this Zero Dawn super weapon is, you'd better use it soon or there'll be nothing left.
The final secret. There was no weapon. Just a hope that life could survive. There's another locator beacon on the same frequency.
Okay, so let's look at our map. I don't think I will bother searching for these right now. Take site. So, what's the nearest campfire? I think the nearest campfire might actually... Oh, no. It might be this one. Evening lighting. These green flashes seem a little weird. That looks like someone left a few holes. Not in cheese this time, but actually in the terrain. What the heck? I think this way would be where we want to go. And this doesn't look like it's intentional either. I don't think this is terrain that they really intended anyone to navigate. At least this corner. Thank goodness. What is this? That looks like a nice building that we haven't really looked at too much. That looks like a church. Interesting. There was this one neo-Gothic, pretty big church in San Francisco, I think. Although, are we this far out? Huh. So, all I can say, I mean, this is all ruined, but so far all I can say about the architecture and the terrain is it does look, what do you call it, truthy? Like it's the right styles of architecture. The terrain, you know, is this hillside and things like that. So it feels very nice. Such violence. Are we sure diplomacy wouldn't work here? Well, I guess I stole the Stormbird's doll, or what do you mean? Yeah, so I guess I had to be... I could have caused it, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll try to negotiate with the big birds, with the big robot birds the next time. Okay. Let's go to the main quest.